All right, welcome back to the channel. Max Tornow here, and I'm sitting here with Philip Martin, who's one of our clients, and he's been doing very, very well. He's making around 8K a month on average now, teaching people as an online coach with trading, right? That's what you do? And yeah, so what we thought is we'll get him here remotely on camera because we're not on the same continent, and you know, kind of share a little bit of his experience and how he has been doing to maybe inspire you to see you know, how well things can go if you execute everything and if you really make it happen. Philip, thank you very much for your time. I know you're busy. How about you explain real quick, what exactly is it that you're offering in terms of coaching?
Man, I'm showing people how to make all the money they would normally make in a regular 9 to 5 in a 1 to 5 minute trade.
Okay, so you're basically teaching trading.
Yes, sir.
That's really cool. I've never gotten into trading myself. And what exactly is it trading? Is it crypto trading, or is it regular trading, or?
Yeah, so we're doing regulated stocks in the U.S. market and the U.S. small cap market.
That sounds really awesome. And how did you yourself acquire that expertise? Did you like get a study or got in a course, or you just learned it yourself?
Yeah, I had a mentor for a little over a year, and I took many hard knocks and had to learn many things from many different places. And eventually I consolidated it down to a very easy strategy that essentially anyone can execute.
Yeah. Sounds cool. It was pretty interesting because I remember when you got on board with us, you haven't had any prior experience in coaching that. Is that correct?
Absolutely none.
And yeah, and I remember us talking about your strengths and just kind of choosing what it is that you should be niching down to. And then eventually you said, actually, with the trading thing, I have fairly a lot of experience, and you think you would be a great value add to a lot of people. And you know, we've analyzed it, we've kind of looked at the situation, we said, yeah, it would fit very well to you. And then fairly quickly you started getting pretty good results. And it was cool because, you know, you're a guy who's very outgoing, you know, you're always a little hyped. And yeah, and I remember like talking to the team about you, and we're so happy when you got your first client and then your second, and you know, you've become more and more consistent, and you know, that's really, really great. Now, how was it in the beginning when you got started with us? Where was your knowledge level? How exactly did we help you in the beginning to where you are right now? You know, making on average 8K a month, you know, being completely independent of time and location. So how about you talk a little bit about that?
Man, you guys gave me the courage and the confidence to be a coach. Being a coach was something I'd wanted to do forever. Like, I had little siblings growing up. I worked at a daycare for 2 years. So I always kind of had that like mentor, like older brother kind of thing about me. And I always knew that if I was really good at something, I could help people. And having the clear path that FBM laid out for me was just like the biggest weight off of my shoulders. It was just like, thank God somebody has laid out a path for me to just follow. And I was just extremely happy for that.
Sounds cool. Sounds cool. And looking at you now, so some people say like, okay, this guy's making 8K a month. I mean, that's literally just getting started. We have more plans for you, you know, cracking the 25K a month, obviously, and so on and so forth. Like, there's easy scalability. That's usually what we do with our clients. You know, we always say, okay, first crack 10K, right? That's the first baseline. Then crack 10K consistently on average, and then crack the 25K and so on and so forth. So we help people scale, because some people just recently asked me like, is there any businesses that cannot make 4 to 5 figures a month, but 6 to 7 or 5 to 6 figures? I'm like, yeah, it's these exact businesses. You just scale them, you know? Now, for people asking that, like, okay, well, how are you making this money? What's the process? Do you have like a big YouTube channel, or? I mean, I know the answer, but share it with
No, it's absolutely incredible that I can share and provide value, and I've learned how to get people on calls and then actually be a good salesperson and actually convey the value that I can give. Like, for an example, in January, I closed 5 clients in 48 hours.
Nice. That's fantastic. Yeah, January is for some people. Some people struggle in January. It's kind of funny, but some people absolutely nail it. You know, coming out of the holidays, being hungry, and is really crushing it. You know, congrats on that side. Now, I'm looking at your Instagram account right now because you said you are giving value on Instagram, and this is how you get a lot of your clients. So Philip has 1,800 followers on Instagram, all right, just to kind of bust the myth that you need to have a big social media following. So that's great. You want to tell us a little bit more about your strategy on getting these clients? Because again, like you don't have any big social media, you don't have a YouTube channel. What exactly are you doing?
Man, it is incredible. I actually get to be myself. And anytime I try to be anything other than myself, it stops working. And that's what I love about this program is it forces you to be authentic and it just truly put your best foot forward. And when people see that you're serious and you have real value to offer, they come through for you.
Sounds cool. I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, like looking at you as a character, you're a little bit more of a character that stands out. You know, you're not just like a very average guy. You know, you have a certain type of energy, similarly to how I always had, probably still have, and it's great. Yeah, it's one of those things that I've always liked as well, to just say like, okay, you know what? Let me double down on my own strengths and be an authentic self, because it sells best, and it is the healthiest for you yourself. You know, so you don't have to fake being someone that you're not. And where are you right now, by the way? Like, where are you based? Somewhere in the States, right? That's all I know.
Yeah, I actually live on Airbnb. So I was doing so many weekend trips. I was like, what if I just rent these places for the month and then I can just be there to where it feels like it's long enough for everything to get familiar, but short enough for everything to still feel new. So this business allows me to just go wherever I want, be wherever I want. And I take all my clients with me everywhere I go on my phone.
Nice. That reminds me a lot of my first couple of years as online coach. Airbnbs all the way, all the time. I just stayed a couple of weeks, couple of months at a place. I'm too old for this now. I have to say that. You know, we have our offices here, and I like waking up in the same bed. I like waking up having the same exact structure. I'm a total lazy person when it comes to that. But back in the days, I totally did like that freedom just as much, saying I could travel around and stuff like that. And you know, every now and then, I still do get that like call out to adventure, and I start traveling around a little bit. But eventually, I always get back to that. What's your plan? Do you have any specific plans in terms of traveling, what you want to do? Anything bigger planned, or?
To stay on the move, stay out and about. My biggest goals are just actually, you know, trading, clients, helping the people, and for me, everything else will follow. Just getting to see all the big major cities and just continuing to have that freedom, just like, hey, I can go wherever I want to go.
Sounds cool. Sounds great. How old are you now, by the way? I forgot.
I just turned 26 in November.
Nice, nice. Do you think, this is another point that I'm always trying to say, is like this online coaching, and especially the way we teach it, I don't want people to see it as this like flashy new thing or as this like hype type of thing, because what we're trying to do is we send people through a very boring, mundane process on getting there, and I'm pretty sure you've made the same experience. It's not like this like crazy adventure that we send you off until you build your business. It's a very boring, mundane process, but at least it works, because we want to build a legitimate business that can kind of carry you over a longer period of time for years to come. You know, you can build a life upon that. Do you have a feeling that you could still be doing this in 5-10 years?
Absolutely, man. I absolutely love my client calls, working with them on their metrics and their trades. And this is it for me. I've made up my mind. Like, I'm a trader and I help people to trade. So absolutely, I could definitely see myself doing this 5-10 years from now.
Sounds cool. Sounds great, man. That makes me happy. That fulfills me. How do you coach your clients? Because you mentioned it's all done online. Do you do it via video calls, or do you do it via like text messaging, or how do you do it?
Yeah, so I get all my clients from Instagram, and I get all of my client calls over Instagram, and then we do our live trading calls over Zoom every morning.
Oh, nice. That's cool. Sounds like a chill routine you have developed. Now, Philip, obviously, you know, the next steps are to get you to the 20K, 25K a month, scale you up like that, and you know, make it simpler, make it more automated. There's a lot of things we can do, and you know, if because probably the viewer is asking that as well, like, but what about the brand building? That is then slowly what we can be working on. So once you're making between 10 to 25K very consistently a month, that's where we can say, all right, let's build a little bit of the Instagram, let's build a little bit of the YouTube, and so on and so forth, and to just make the whole process more automated. It's really great for you to see that you in your specific situation, Phil, it already allows you to be free, it already allows you to travel around, see all the major cities, live in the Airbnbs and stuff like that. That's a great lifestyle, and you know, it obviously makes me very happy to see you doing that. And yeah, and then, you know, going from there, the sky's the limit. That's all I could say. Phil, one last question. What would you say to people who are thinking about turning a skill that they have into an online coaching business and they're not sure if they should do it? What would you tell them?
I would say there's no better way to do it. I was writing down my gratitude list the other day, or last night, and I saw a Gary Vee video where this guy was like, I have a biomedical engineering degree. And I was like, dude, I have Max as my mentor. Like, I don't know what you're going to do with your biomedical engineering degree, but I have Max learning business from Max, and I am so thankful for that.
That's great. Well, I love your hypeness, Phil. That's very, very great. On this side, thank you very much for your insight. Really, really cool stuff. And if you're watching this right now and you say, hey, this sounds great, I also do want to become an online coach or online service provider, then you can literally jump on a free consulting call, either with me directly or an expert from my team. There's a link in the description, or a link that appears somewhere here right now. You click that, you read what's on that page, right? And then at the bottom of the page, you fill out the application and you can book the exact date and time where you want us to call you for your free consultation. Call is entirely for free, no international costs whatsoever. It is only for action takers. It is very limited spots, so if the link still works, because the channel is getting bigger and bigger, if the link still works, it means we still have a spot open for you. Now, that means if you already have a skill and you want to learn how to monetize it, that call is for you. If you already are making money, but you want to do it more properly, you want to scale it more online, then that call is for you. But even if you only like the idea of being free, but you have no clue what it is that you could be offering, you don't know if you have any strengths, give us a call as well, book that call as well, because we analyze your strengths, we know the market, we can tell you what exact model fits the best for you. Again, link down in the description or a link appearing somewhere here right now. Book that call now, maybe talk to you very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Phil, thanks so much for being there, really appreciate it. I know you have a very busy schedule nowadays with all the traveling, and talk soon, GG.